Well, good morning. Welcome to Not the Garage. I'm going to do a radio show podcast thing. And I got my boy, Corey Oxford Music, coming with us.
All right.
We're going to sing us a song. Well, I ain't singing shit, but he's going to sing a song or two.
Early in the morning.
We'll take y'all along for the journey.
Look at that. What's going on, man?
What y'all doing, brother?
What's up with you, man?
All right, y'all shut the fuck up. We're trying to start this show.
That's right. Oh, yeah, man. We got it going on at Patrick and the People on Friday, baby. I mean, we are already packed up in here. It's going to be a great day. First of all, as always, welcome to my good friend Chad Sledge. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing just fine. How about yourself, sir?
Good. You've been putting lots of bonus holes in this week?
Man, I have. Conway's kind of weird right now.
Yeah. Well, let me introduce who else is here. You probably remember Jay Sorsby. He is a long-term friend of mine, and glad to have you in here, man.
Glad to be here, sir.
And then we've got our performer today. He's going to do an acoustic song for us, Corey Oxford. What's going on, buddy? How are you?
Great.
Man, welcome to the program. Glad you're here today, man, and have a little bit of fun. And I don't know who the hell's going to be here today yet. Could be anybody will show up. But we're going to have a lot of fun. We got the rant. We got a lot going on today. We got another new song from a viewer. Let me make mention again that I'll be performing at the Looney Bin May 21st through 25th.
And trucking it up on the 9 to 5 motorcycles. The Spring Fling rally is next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be a blast. Took a couple days off for that. Try to go every year.
That's where, up at Eureka area?
Eureka Spring. Well, it's really a northwest Arkansas, southwest Missouri rally because there's so much good riding. Some of the best riding in the country is in northwest Arkansas.
Is it over by Beaver Lake or no?
Yeah, from Beaver Lake all the way
Down
basically
to Harrison to Beaver Lake?
Harrison, Rogers is doing stuff.
Yeah.
Southern Missouri's doing stuff.
Yeah.
They've got typically that rally is a ride rally. You go up there, you hang out, you ride to the next place, you hang out.
Yeah.
You spend the day riding, you meet up with your friends, do your thing. This year, though, they're doing a new camp out, the Ozark Thunder Camp, and it's that's going to be more of a stay rally. So you're going to have two options. You can do the ride thing, or you can just pull up, throw up a tent, $50 for the whole 4 days.
Oh, really?
Concerts,
That's cheap, man.
Concerts every night, bar on site. The bartender's pretty good looking, but they always hire in traveling bartenders, and those ladies know.
They know what they're doing. They know who they're hiring.
Show, yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
no,
sir.
that's fun times right there.
And of course, the Cat House and Switchback and Legends and all Mi Familia and all the restaurants. Everybody's involved this year. They even got a entertainment district permit.
Really?
Yeah. So
wow.
Now you can leave from one bar and walk down the street with a drink in your hand and not get arrested anymore. That used to be a big no,
Yeah, like on Bourbon Street, huh?
Yeah, and it's only a couple blocks this year, but it's a dry run. We're going to see how it does.
But that's still kind of exciting and fun and different.
Yeah, because you can buy a drink at one place, walk across the street, get you a bite to eat. You can do like a pub crawl because there's 2 or 3 places you can hit.
How many riders typically are going to come to that event?
Spring Fling's probably 2/3 of what Bison Blues is. 100,000 folks.
100,000.
Yeah, just in the whole area.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bison Blues is a big
Man,
deal.
you can't turn around without a bike being there.
Yeah, but it's everybody's out riding, so you just see people everywhere.
That's great, man. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
So that's next week.
Even if you just like people watching, that would be fun.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite thing. Post up at the Cat House and watch folks, especially late in the afternoon. You can always tell the folks had a little too much.
Yeah, right.
The parking lot at the Cat House is bent like 3 different directions. There's no flat spot. So you can tell when Papa Jim's done had 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You get over to number 4, and then and they've got ride car services, limos and tour buses, not tour buses. Car services to get you back to your hotel or your campground or whatever.
Right.
They're going to be running a shuttle from the Ozark Thunder Camp back into Eureka, basically 2 shuttles back and forth, so you're not just stuck at the campground all the time. And of course, biker games, ride the plank and catch the egg and all that.
All right. Now,
slow
look,
race.
there are uninitiated here. You understand that not everybody understands the lingo. So when you say ride the plank, I know what walk the plank means, but I assume you're not, crashing at the end of this. So.
Right. Well, typically it's a 4-inch beam laid on the ground.
Okay.
And then you have to ride from one end to the other without your tires coming off.
Oh,
and then they'll do
okay.
a bracket system. Whoever wins, they'll probably do it a couple times over the weekend.
Yeah.
And you get some prize or drinks.
Is this hard to do?
It's
Harder than you think?
It's a lot harder to keep a motorcycle on top of a rail for.
Yeah. Now,
30 feet.
do you participate in any of these competitions?
I try that. The ride to plank, I've only done it once successfully. And slow race, slowest bike wins, kind of deal. So you're just trying to creep along. If you put your foot down, you're out, or you spin out in the grass. And typically, they're always in the grass. Or the weenie bite, you put a chick on the back, or you put a rider on the back. and they'll suspend
2025, baby.
They'll suspend a hot dog on a string. And then the passenger has to bite the weenie. And whoever gets the most weenie bite wins that round.
Well, now this sounds provocative in every possible way, Jason. I want you to know that.
I mean, sometimes there's, sometimes folks wear shirts and sometimes they don't.
Hey, it happens. Sometimes people lose them. They're camping. It's just part of it.
Ozark Thunder Camp is 18 and up.
Yeah.
No children's this year.
It's going to be like
Grown folks.
What is it? Is it Lollapalooza? Which one is it? It's Burning Man, where they have the orgy dome.
Oh yeah.
Where everybody has to come in, sign a waiver, and then they can go and
waiver.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag an Airstream up there. You just gave me an idea.
Yeah. See, you can rent it out.
Yeah.
You just put orgy dome on the front. Let them just see who shows up.
Yeah, maximum 20 people maximum occupancy here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you'll be in the next flight. Wait here. It'll be like laser tag over at main event.
Yeah.
No, you'll be in the next flight. You see, just watch that board right there.
Everybody in the queue for Group A over here.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
No, that's great, man. That is great. Corey, so tell us more about yourself, man. What are you from here?
Yeah, I actually grew up in Roland, Arkansas, but I currently live in Benton, or Bryant.
Okay, in the SC over in my stomping ground.
Yep. Been playing music since I was 9.
Oh, since you were 9. So is that the first time you got a guitar, or?
Yeah, I got a guitar, learned it within the first year, started writing my own music.
Really? Yeah. So what kind of turned you on to that? When you got the guitar, it just felt great. You loved it, or was it something before that?
Man, I probably asked for it for 5 years before I actually got one.
Oh, really?
Just watching my grandfather play and my aunt played.
Okay.
So just being a little kid, it was just always.
So thinking in terms of that, who are some of your favorite guitarists who are inspirational to you?
Man, honestly, like the Brad Paisleys, those chicken picking guys, I really like those guys.
Okay, yeah. That's a hard art to do.
Right.
And
I can't do it yet. But
no, that's great
awesome,
though. No, I do love that stuff. I like all different kinds of guitar music. Are you more of a country guy, more country music guy, or all music guy? What?
Pretty much all music, man. When I was in my early 20s, I was playing in a metal band around town, around Little Rock.
Oh yeah, what was the name?
Division of Flesh. We were a Christian metal band.
Oh, Christian metal band. Yeah, man. I remember when Stryper came out in the '80s. That was wild. But now, so the bike rally. When do you leave? You leave what day? Tomorrow?
Oh no, that's next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday.
Yep.
Okay.
Next Thursday.
And it's going to be the whole weekend though.
Yep. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and everybody heads home on Sunday.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Now, how long have you been riding?
Shoot, man. I think I rode my first motorcycle when I was 11 or so, 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And then, dirt bikes and trail bikes or whatever I could get on that was two wheels. Couldn't talk my parents into let me have one until I could afford to buy one myself.
Really?
Yeah.
So how old were you when you got your first one?
First one that belonged to me, I guess I was probably 17 or 18.
Okay, so close to an adult at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
But you had still been riding, it just wasn't your own bike.
Right, off and on. Friends'
Yeah.
bikes or, whatever I could get on.
Now, have you ever had a bike wreck?
I'm still not good at it. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You said, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, not so much on the street. I had one spin out from underneath me. But, I say it spun out from underneath me. I gave it gas when it didn't need to be.
Right, no, but it did spin out under you.
Yeah, I learned that lesson. A little low
Yeah.
side. Thankfully my wallet was there and
Right.
saved me from but I didn't save my wallet from the crash.
Well, let me ask you, I was asking some guys in the Punisher Motorcycle Club the other day. They were here, and I see when you watch people race these motorcycles and they come around these curves, and they're they're inches from the ground. Do you ride like that? Do you take curves like that? Have you taken curves
I
like
used
that?
to.
You say I used to. I've
yeah.
gotten older now, and
My floorboard's scraped before my bike's in danger, so
Yeah.
it reminds me. Or I try to turn my foot to the side so that my toe touches before the floorboard touches before I get out of shape.
right.
But yeah, I used to own sport bikes when I lived in Seattle, and brother, you ride up to Mount Rainier, and there were some roads up there, brother.
I bet.
And you
just
you
cooking.
you get up to the top, and you just turn around and come back down. You get
Yeah.
to the bottom, you turn around, and go back up.
Because it's that kind of fun.
Yeah.
No, I could see that.
Your Wavos keep getting bigger and bigger.
Until
Until
Smack.
now, how long were you in Seattle?
off and on 4 or 5 years.
Now, what is it like there compared to here? I know it's very different, but
Honestly, it's the most. Look, I love Arkansas. I'll never leave it again. But the Western Washington is so pretty.
Yeah.
When Western Washington is good, it is unbelievably good. The weather's so nice, the trees and the way the air feels and everything that's going on is just, it's like everything on the West Coast where people like to live. It's just too many people.
yeah.
It take you, 2 hours.
But you always hear, the stereotype that it's rainy and bleak in Seattle.
Oh, no, it doesn't rain every day. It rains every other day.
Yeah, okay.
And it's not really rain, it's like a heavy mist.
Okay.
It's like.
Like London,
Yeah. It'll,
it's just misty.
yeah, the last full year I was there, it was 157 days of gray skies, no sunshine.
Wow.
And it was either raining, misting, or gray sky. You could not see the sun. You could
Yeah.
see the light spot in
This
the
is
sky.
why grunge music proliferated.
Yeah.
After 157 days of no sun, you're like, no, I got some
man.
shitty songs to write right now.
Them dudes need some vitamin D, bro.
Yeah, probably so. You've traveled around. Where else have, other places that you've been that you really like in the country that you bike to or whatever?
Motorcycle riding, honestly, I don't want to be whatever, but honestly, Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, the edge of Oklahoma on the border, southern Missouri, the bottom half of Missouri, except for where it turns into Delta over by the river, but the same thing. It's just the roads are nice. They're the right kind of curvy. You've got some straights. There's always little places to go.
So if you were going, would you go 65? Would you go 7? How are you going to go North Arkansas on a bike? What's the better ride path?
If you haven't done it, there's a thing called the Arkansas Dragon and Highway 23.
I met her.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's a different one. I'm sorry. I apologize.
And it's super curvy, and it feels like the asphalt's 2.5 foot thick, and the roads are pitched right, and it's a nice ride. And Arkansas Grand Canyon,
I love that.
Jasper, all of that's good riding. Highway 7 all the way up to Harrison, and then especially Highway 123. It's a little more technical, and the road's not quite as good, but man, that's a good ride.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's do this.
Well, first segment's done. A little short break, real quick. We on the people over here.
Dude, that's what I was trying to get at when I was taking you back.
Pretty nice setup. We're having fun. Having fun in the Legend Studios. What do y'all think? Y'all think I should do a podcast? I think so. I don't know. We'll think about it. We're gonna have us a song from my buddy Corey for a little bit.
For us. So bring it to us, Corey. Do your thing, baby.
All right, man. Thanks.
17 on my graduation day. Gotta go to work, gotta get paid, 'cause the bills won't pay themselves. So I moved out the bird's house, yo, ready to face the world. Chasing down my dreams out there, looking for my country girl. I come from a simple life where nothing comes for free. I gotta work real hard for the man I wanna be. I come from a simple life where nothing comes for free. I gotta work real hard for the man I wanna be. For the man I wanna be.
All right. Yeah, that's good. That is what's up, man. That is Corey Oxford right there, man. I appreciate you so much for coming in and doing that, man. That is outstanding, buddy.
Yeah, people can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Corey Oxford Music.
Corey Oxford Music right there on
this
TikTok,
man.
Instagram, or Facebook. That is great, man. Thank you so much for coming in and doing that today.
Angry as a bay, Patrick, are you freaking kidding me? Patrick, right here on PATB. Suck it, man, this guy is really pissed. Angry Patrick.
That's right, Luke. All right, listen, full disclosure. This week's rant features more genitalia than a trailer park orgy. And that makes it hard, pause. That makes it difficult for me because that meant I had to put in overtime to come up with enough slang. So, warning over, rant begins. A startup company, see what happens right there? Did you see that?
Trying to shut it
Did
down
you
already.
watch that?
I seen it happen.
You watched it happen, didn't
Interweb
you?
said, nope, not
No,
today.
no, here we go.
Here we
Okay.
go.
Now, rant begins. A startup company announced the launch of the world's first live sperm race. Now, you might be wondering how exactly a sperm race works. Well, the founders laid it all out. First, a microscopic racetrack for the two sperm samples to compete on will be constructed. Every move the sperm makes is tracked by high-resolution cameras and live streamed. Yes, there will be stats, leaderboards, and instant replays. Now that, my friends, is a sport I can get down to. Are you freaking kidding me right now, man? I sure wish I could take one of my tadpoles and race it against all my bros wigglers. Said no one ever. Everything about, look, I don't know anything about this, but I know one thing about this. These dudes are so high, you could see an angel's ball sack. I mean, honestly, how else can you come up with something this insane? First things first, I've gone my entire life trying not to make eye contact with my own baby batter. Now you want me to see it magnified in high res? What if it has my face? Okay, that's weird. But all right, let's say I'm forced to see my own jumping bean. I still don't want to see Chad Skeeter swimming with its miniature ball cap and tiny gold chains. And what if he beats me? You think I need another complex? No wonder he's angry. He's got tarred fart tadpoles. Then I have to murk somebody on live TV. You guys are nuttier than a squirrel's first shit of the day. I'm out on that. Out on that, but are you in on this? Scientists have developed the world's first vagina on a chip. It's a small device that contains live human cells that replicates the environment found inside the vagina. This will enable them to study the impact of various bacteria and fungi. Man, isn't science fascinating? Are you freaking? So what you're telling me is these men, scientists, have a lab that's just a big old crop of cooters, like a warehouse of Whisker biscuits, a field full of fur burgers. I mean, you're going to tell me that through some scientific sorcery, you can manufacture a mommy box that's fully operational yet needs no body? And you're going to tell me that not one of you thought, if I made it just a little bigger, so asking for a friend, how long before you have a rental operation? It's Father's Day weekend. It's our annual half off of hoo-ha's sale. That's right, cut rate catcher's mitts, low-dough dinger docks. We've slashed every squeeze box, chopped every chuff, discounted the diddle dungeons, trimmed every taco, and wallop punani prices store-wide. And now introducing the chia cooch. That's right. That's right. Grow your own Hot Pocket right in your bedroom closet. That's right. Pet it any time that you want to. Waiver of injury required at time of purchase. You want to know how the world ends? It ain't a meteor, but it is meteor. That's wrong. That's wrong. I'm sorry. And finally, maybe the world's most expensive vagina in history. I give you Ashley St. Clair. Now, if you don't know who Ashley St. Clair is, she rejected a multi-million-dollar hush deal from Elon Musk to keep their son Romulus a secret. The offer included $15 million up front and $100,000 a month till he graduates, but she says it lacked protections like medical security and a trust fund. Despite Musk sending $2 million during the pregnancy, she sued for custody. Hey, that's right, Queen. You fight for your empowerment. Are you kidding me? You said no to $15 million and $100,000 till he graduates. What do you mean he wouldn't have medical security? For $15 million and $100,000 a month, I could have visits from Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, and the rug doctor. My kid would be mentally and physically healthy with the cleanest fucking carpet in the world. And I could still drive a Lambo to the deer woods. Just strap that buck right on top, Chad. And you better not be over there trying to hand crank out some more of those racing tadpoles, or should they be called Chadpoles? But I digress. Bitch. You make Scrooge look like Mr. Beast. You're so greedy you'd breastfeed yourself before your own baby. Wait a minute, E. Junior. You know Mama needs her leche. The economy is wrecked, people on the street, and you're holding out for more than $30 million? Having a 24-karat gold crib and a diamond pacifier not good enough for your little blackmail baby? You know what I hope? I hope everything bad in the world happens to you and no one else. I hope your brakes fell and you crash into an Office Depot, and for some reason you have all $15 million in cash on you. And when you plow into the building, that $15 million lands in the display shredder, which immediately sucks it in and makes it confetti. And as you watch your money being turned into scrap, a rattlesnake bites you before the most aggressive police in the world use you for nightclub and taser practice. And as you go to the police car, your heel breaks and you face plant into a pile of dog shit or something like that. I don't know. I'm done. Yeah, welcome back, baby. That was the rant this week. I got fired up on it. Huh?
I feel honored, man. Like, I feel like I'm the only person that's been in the rant.
You are the only one, and sometime I've included Chadpoles. That is the greatest
I
name
feel honored, man.
ever. You got Chadpoles now. You can tell your wife, baby, look at these Chadpoles swimming.
They flying everywhere.
Chad poles, that was the best.
That is, I thought when I was writing, I said, oh, Chad poles. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, we taking that.
Yeah, that one will stick.
All right, just finished up the podcast. Y'all, if y'all haven't heard about it, check out Patrick and the People on YouTube and all your other stuff, Twitch, whatever. You got to go back to the live section, drop down, pull it up. But we're working on that. And don't forget to go see Chad if you're in Conway at Primal Urge. You gotta love it. Gotta love a Motorhead, man. Gotta love a Motorhead. But yeah, man, check out Patrick and the People. Patrick's good people. Used to be on the radio, now he ain't. Now he's doing his own thing, which I fucking love. I love that he's doing his own thing. Hey, what do y'all think? Think I should do a podcast? Maybe.